What is an ideal day of eating like for you?
I keep my diet pretty much the same most days because I'll eat a different type of soup, but I'm still having a soup for lunch with a salad. I'll have a different salad dressing on the salad, but I'll also have, pretty much have various types of lettuce, some kind of green cruciferous like arugula or bok choy or kale mixed into it, or cabbage mixed into the salad, you know. So I'll basically have a big salad with onions and with a nut and seed based dressing, not an oil based dressing, for a big salad for lunch with a bowl of vegetable bean soup and a couple of pieces of fruit. It's usually my lunch. My breakfast is usually a whole grain, a small amount of whole grain with some seeds, like chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, and maybe some walnuts, but usually seeds and a whole grain with berries and other fruit, and maybe some plant milk. But I don't recommend people take carbohydrate-based milks, like oat milk and rice milks. I prefer them to use nut milks, like hemp seed milk and walnut hemp milk and and almond milk. I want them not to take liquid carbohydrates.
What about soy milk?
Soy milk yes. Soy milk, I use that too. So my favorite milk is unsweetened soy milk. Is unsweetened soy milk with no ingredients, just organic soybeans and water, But yes, so I use a plant milk like soy milk. And then for dinner, I'll have raw vegetables with dip, hummus dip, a salsa dip, a bean dip, a avocado dip, like a guacamole dip, with other raw vegetables I didn't eat for lunch, like peppers and snow pea pods and jicama and bok choy stems, whatever I'm eating for dinner. And then I'll have a cooked vegetables with my dinner, such as a Thai curry wok with broccoli and onions and mushrooms and snow pea pods and water chestnuts and bamboo shoots, or I'll take in maybe a pineapple, maybe I'll have a Hawaiian, or maybe I'll have a tomato sauce-based dish, and maybe I'll put some of it on spaghetti squash, and maybe I'll have mushroom Alfredo sauce on some vegetables. So maybe I'll have different types of cooked vegetables. And I do eat dessert at night. I do have a delicious tasting dessert, which then I feel is helpful for people. It's helpful for me too. It marks the end of eating for the day. So by 6 o'clock at night, I'll have some frozen banana ice cream, maybe some whipped banana with some walnuts and real vanilla bean powder and a little soy milk or something, or a little bit of piece of baked apple or some frozen cherries, some kind of healthy dessert. So it tells me, okay, that's it, done eating for the day, shut down the restaurant, clean your teeth, get away from food, and involve yourself with recreational activities for the rest of the evening without eating all night long. Have that space between finishing dinner and going to bed at night, where you can digest the food and go to bed on an empty stomach. So yes, so I feel that helps me, knowing if I had the dessert, I know I'm done eating for the day. Marks the end of eating for the day. But I'll vary the dishes, the sauces, the types of vegetable dishes, and as you know, I have cookbooks and menu plans, and I want people to recognize and to experience that healthy eating can taste delicious.
And do you try to eat within an 8-hour window?
No, I don't try to eat within an 8-hour window. If I say eat breakfast at 7 or 8 in the morning, but I'm finished dinner by 6 o'clock at night, so I have that 4-hour window before I went to bed at night. So to me, the window, let's say between 8 in the morning and 6 at night, is about 10 hours, right? So I'm probably eating in a 10-hour window.
Okay.
Most
so you're
days.
Not like doing intermittent fasting.
Unless you want to call it time-restricted eating, in the sense I'm saying the most important aspect of time-restricted eating that leads to longer lifespan is going to bed not on a full stomach, is going to bed on an empty stomach. So eating an earlier dinner, and a dinner not so heavy that you're digesting it through the night when you're sleeping. You can eat an earlier dinner and eat so much food that you're still digesting the food when you go to bed at night. You want to eat the amount of food you eat at night, and the type of food you eat and the time you eat should be sufficiently early and not so much so that you feel that you're finished digesting when you go to sleep at night.
And what kind of ratio do you think is ideal for raw versus cooked?
Well, there's a ratio of raw versus cooked that's acceptable, but usually it's about half and half. Maybe by volume it's more raw. Maybe I'm 3/4 raw to 1/4 cooked, or 2/3 raw to 1/3 cooked by volume on the plate. But if you actually calculated the calories, you'd see that it was about 50-50, and maybe even getting more calories from, maybe it's even 60-40 calories from cooked versus raw. But on the plate, the 40% of raw is actually by volume. It comes out to be like 70% by food volume. It's more concentrated on your plate. It fits into a smaller. So when I had when I was here, I had filled up my plate with salad, and I had a little bit of the cooked vegetables and cooked stuff. But if you calorically counted it out, you probably would be about half and half calorie-wise. But I also have cooked beans, but I also had raw nuts and seeds with the salads and with the raw vegetables.